Hello everyone. Today we demonstrate a breadboard circuit. A typical breadboard is made of the bus strips, which are the running strips on the side with plus and minus lines, and also on the other side we have a plus and a minus line. These are the bus strips running across the two ends of a breadboard, and these are the columns. So we have column strips of 5 points, two sets of 5 points here running all through the board. So to understand how the connections need to be done, so once you enable this point, say this point at the starting, to be a VCC, all the points in this along this line get the VCC voltage, and once you enable the minus point with the earthing, the entire line, the blue corresponding to the blue line, is earthed. Similarly on this side, if you apply a VCC at this point, all the points in this line are at VCC, and all the points on the minus line are at ground. On the other side, so this is about the bus strips. On the column strips, it's slightly different. The connections are from, say for example, if I choose a particular column, all these points in this column are at the same point, at the same potential. Similarly, all of the points on this column are at same point. So you can connect your components via these points, and you can choose 5 points in a particular column. If you want to extend it, you can always take 2 columns and short one end of it, which means effectively you still have 8 points which you can utilize. So this is about briefly about a breadboard circuit. Another important point to note is that you can identify each point by a particular index. For example, if you see here, so you have the rows mentioned here, and the columns are mentioned from 1 onward to 60, and then up to maybe 61, 62 and 63. So if you choose the point J, so this is J1, this is J2, and so on the Jth row. Similarly on the E, you can have row E, and you can have E10 or E15 and so on. So you can uniquely identify each of the points for the components. But you also need a power supply on the breadboard, right? So power supply can either be provided by a battery, which could be a 9-volt battery or maybe a 3-volt, or you could also get one of these circuits. So this I got it from Amazon, so from one of the manufacturers. So in this you can really put in a USB here, or you also have an adapter. You can get from a power supply, or from your PC you can take a USB to USB output, and you can get either a 5-volt supply or a 3.3 volt supply based on this jumper setting, and you get 2 such supplies. You get also, so you can easily have one side as the 5 volt supply and the other side as the 3.3 volt supply. So you could easily get one of these, and it will just fit on this it sits snugly onto the breadboard, and all you need to do is connect the power from here, which I'll take from my PC, and just connect the USB output onto the breadboard, and you will see that the light has come on. So which means you get a 5 volt on this plus line, and you get a 3.3 volt on this plus line, and the blues are at ground. So you get two different voltage supplies, but you just need to be careful that this is 5 volt and this is 3.3 volt. Thanks.